Hello everybody! In this video we would like to bring you with us on a tour in our nursery that we started around 3 months ago when we came here on this land. And yes, we are starting our plans for the new plantation in this autumn and next year for different reasons. First of all, it's a cost reason because plants are very expensive, and you know, in Syntropy there's a lot of density and you would need quite many plants, so we are trying to do everything ourselves because we can. And even for things that we had no idea how to germinate, how to sprout them, we researched a lot. We had a lot of trial and errors, many failures, but also many successes. So it's really a play. Like, we've been playing all this time to see these little seeds germinate that we thought it would be impossible. Some seeds you have to boil them, some seeds you have to keep them in the fridge for 2 months, some seeds just you eat the fruit and you put the seeds in and they start germinating straight away. So it's really fun to see all this magic happen. A quick reminder is that when you have the lines and the land already ready to welcome some seeds, we always plant it directly. So even the small seeds, even bigger seeds, we just put them in the lines and they've been sprouting and they're growing, because then you're not having to water them, you don't worry about them. But sometimes it's a bit hard because you don't have the land ready, you don't have the lines and the soil prepared. So to save up on some time, you can grow them in forestry trays, in pots, in plastic bags, so that you have that advantage of 1 year of growth. So here we have our fruit trees in the forestry trays. There's just a part of them because many more are just fruiting right now, and we're taking the seeds, for example, like peaches, Japanese loquat. We have quite some things in the Airprune beds. So in the forestry trays we focused on figs and pomegranates, because it's something that it's very easy to propagate from cutting, and it is very abundant here. For example, all these trays are 45 or 60 plants of figs that we just took some cuttings of. They look like this. And soon, when they have a bit more roots, established root system, we're going to put them in plastic bags like this one. You can see this one already made a huge root. It's really looking for more soil. And this has been here for 3 months and it started growing. And the pomegranates is the same thing. We didn't really know that they were so easy to propagate from cuttings. So we bought around 100 sticks like this, where we bought also the plants that we put bare root in the system. And so we have the plants for next year. And if they work, we also have some to sell because it's going to be a lot. Here probably we have 400, 500 fig cuttings, which here, because it's really the region of figs, is very easy to find. So we found some collector of figs that donated us some varieties, and somebody else that had just a forest of one variety, but it's very, very delicious. So all this is that. And we also have some experiments with, this is pheasantberry, same in autumn. This one we took it in autumn when we just put in some soil, and you can see the growth. And also some, I don't know in English the name, but it's lave-terre. We're gonna put the name in English, and it makes a really beautiful flower. So here we have our Airprune beds. It's basically a grid under, so the roots, they're just gonna air prune. They're gonna just dry and encourage the plant to make a lot of root laterally. This is incredible. These are almonds that are 3 months old. We put the seeds here, and we've seen that it's really unnecessary to grow these plants in pots. It's just amazing to put them straight in the line. It's already 40 centimeters. It's incredible. Next we have Kakis, from which we ate the fruits and we saved the seeds. So potentially as a rootstock, but also for fruits, why not? Then next one that didn't come up yet, it's Pawpaws, Asimina triloba. And here as well we have pawpaws and apples, from all the apples that we eat and we juice. We had a batch that was completely eaten by mice, so we replaced with plain trees with seeds that we just took from the street, and they went amazing. They really high germination. Just a bit tricky to keep them always moist when they come up, but then it should be fine.
We're kind of lucky because here we have a spot that's a bit with trees, and it doesn't beat so hard, and it doesn't dry up so quick, because in these trays the problem is that it does dry up a bit faster than in the Airprune beds, for example. So this is really nice to have a bit of a natural kind of nursery by the trees that are here. So what do we have around here? We have, let's start with the pioneers. We have some Albizia from the Acacia family, nitrogen fixer. We have some Albizia and again some Robinia together. Then another nitrogen fixer we have is a Coronia. It's a beautiful flowering, let's say, shrub. We have some other nitrogen fixing. We have a Eleagnus, a very beautiful shrub that can grow about 3-4 meters high, and it's an evergreen. That we just did from seed. We just harvested the seed. It doesn't need no stratification. We could directly put it in and it goes. It's really beautiful. We did some eucalyptuses from a tree, and that we mixed it up with the citrus. So we're hoping that perhaps they co-live, and the eucalyptus kind of covers the citrus in the first years. We have again some more bay laurels. We have some olives that we cracked the seeds open so that they would start. It worked pretty well. So we just went and harvested olive seeds from under a fresh fruiting olive. And we went to crack open the seeds with like a special cutter that doesn't cut too hard, otherwise we ended up cutting through all the seeds. And with that cutter, it just does progressively, and we just cracked them open. And then we just put them in the soil and they went. So that's pretty cool, because then we can graft them or just let them go, whatever we want. But already the experience was just cool in itself. For example, here we have some cypresses that grow very slowly. Strawberry trees. Over here we have some nettle trees. Yeah, we have also a lot of citruses that we didn't mention before, but they're also part of, let's say, the fruiting species. We have a lot of yuzu citrus that is a bit cold resistant, so we're quite curious to try that one. Also, most of the fruit trees we try from seed are either to graft, either we know that they're kind of stable in their fruiting genes, so they don't change so much that they become unedible or weird. So, for example, the yuzu, we have Mayer lemons. Yeah, those are the two citruses that are cool. We also have some mandarins and stuff. We see what that does. So yeah, if you feel like doing your own nursery, I would say just have fun with it and diversify it a little bit. Take it step by step. Don't do tons of something before you know if it works. Yeah, follow the rhythms, and then I think it's an incredibly gratifying experience, because all those seeds are like, they don't look like they're living, you know, they look too small or too dry. They don't look like they could do anything. And then you put them in the soil and it happens. So yeah, it's a beautiful journey of getting proven the strength of nature.